Rams and Panthers wild card round. Let's take a look at all the touchdowns scored in this game. First team to strike, the Rams here in the high red zone. Lining up in a 3-by-1. 3 receivers to one side. Tight end as the single receiver. Puka Nacua lined up in the backfield. They're running a version of 4 verticals. Nakua's got a seam, go route, seam route by Adams, go route, and a look coming in as a check down. Panthers respond by playing stretch coverage. They're going to rotate to a single high defense. Weak side safety coming down to the single receiver side, and the safety who's staying high is going to cheat to this 3 receiver side. He can cheat to the 3 receiver side because they're playing man here on the weak side. Corner's got the tight end and inside leverage man, and this stretch defender, he has any route that goes vertical or breaks out. That's his. He has to cover it in man coverage. Anything that breaks in, he's got help. He's got this hook defender underneath ready to help him on anything that goes inside. So against this 4 vertical look right here, Nacua knows, okay, I'm coming out of the backfield. This guy's playing me in stretch. That's going to turn into man. I have to set an angle to beat a man defender. Gives him the quick jab to the outside and sets a winning angle. That's his job. He has to defeat this defender. It's the quarterback's job to navigate this hook defender with the throw. He's responsible for those 2 guys. Receiver got to beat him. Receiver does a great job beating the stretch defender, sets a great winning angle to the inside. Stafford, great job putting it over that hook defender's head, and that safety stuck on that opposite hash. No chance, right? Take a quick look from behind. Stafford pre-snap. He knows exactly where he's going to throw this ball. He just stares at that front side of the formation, gives him a little indecision, flips his eyes back around, finds Nacua, bloops it in there. Easy touchdown for the Rams. Next score of the game, Rams down in the low red zone now. They're going to motion the tight end across. They're running a version of bubble screen out here. The point man in the bunch they're building, he's responsible for the nickel. Motion man responsible for the corner. They're going to run strong side, outside zone, steps up front, back going opposite, cutting this weak side defensive end. Stafford, right-handed quarterback, a little easier to do this going to the left, lifts up, throws right now to Nacua. Corner, great job, sees it, triggers, comes straight downhill right now. Tight end says, oop, I got to kick him out to try to widen this gap as much as possible. Nacua has to stop his feet. This is really good by the corner, turning it back to the pursuit. Well, pursuit showing up, but Nakua's making a miss. Good job willing his way into the end zone right there on the little bubble screen. Panthers answer back, get down into the low red zone on the goal line. Hard to say for sure, strong side, inside zone, or duo. They're going to bring the tight end across. You can see tight end's blocking out right here. They're going to leave him as an unblocked defender. They're doubling these 2 up to this linebacker spot or safety spot. Or here, and motion man here cannot block this linebacker down low. Gonna have to run on him. He's the one they can't block, and the second one they can't block here in man coverage. They're hoping the indecision, just as you can see, sees him go out, just a little bit of indecision before he can react back inside against the run. Stunt up front by the Rams, an out charge on the front side. If this nose doesn't get across face, it's going to open up this gap with this double team. Center does a great job building a vertical wall right there. You can see that out charge or the stunt ends up opening things up. Running back walks right into the end zone for the score. Panthers back now in the high red zone. They're going to run double post wheel. They get in this bunch set, force the corner into outside leverage. Post on the inside, spray post, spray outside stem. Give him a little jab again to the outside just to really reinforce, hey, your outside leverage, you need to stay there. On the second post, and then they've got the flat wheel. Quarterback just going to work it across the board. 1, 2, 3. Against this zone defense right here. He's obviously dead, right? The hope is this safety goes flat-footed. Jab keeps this corner outside, and they can float it over that safety's head for the touchdown. Doesn't matter, though, this TE game up front. Tackle coming first and looping inside. Comes scot-free into the quarterback's face, forced to scramble. Good job making a guy miss in space, putting his shoulder down, getting into the end zone. Quick look from behind. Right here you'll see tackle works vertically and comes underneath him right in the quarterback's face. He's off and running. Panthers again drive down into the low red zone. Is it inside zone? Is it duo? I'm going to err on the side of duo right here. A miscommunication. Tackle tight end. They think they are doubling up to 48. If that was the case, then we get a double team up to this linebacker spot. We'd be here. Tight end would go up there. This tight end would be down on this overhang. Can't block the corner and the safety. The miscommunication occurs. The double's on the interior, working to these two spots. So this linebacker, we got two groups of players thinking they're doubling to him. So you'll see that leaves this overhang unblocked. This tight end thinks he's going out to the corner. Ball hits downhill. Overhang comes off the edge, forces it to wrap back. Great job by the back, though. Doesn't matter if we're blocking it right or wrong up front. Gonna find a little crease and will his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Rams respond now. Again, in the high red zone, they're going to run H-choice. They got a choice route coming out of the backfield. A choice route has three options. It can run out, it can run in, or it can hook up. The choice runner is going to read the first defender outside of him, and that can be pre-snap or post-snap. We'll do a whole separate video on choice because there's a lot to talk about on choice. But right here, he's going to read the first defender outside of him, and if that defender is soft, giving ground, man coverage, nobody's waiting for him out there, then he knows he's going to stay on the move. He's either going to run out or run in with a preference for breaking in. If you can get across a guy's face, usually it means there's space inside, you can catch, you can run, and you can get a big explosive gain. So if it's soft outside, he knows that he's staying on the move. If he comes out of the backfield and he gets a hard defender outside, somebody's just standing there waiting for him, well, he knows he's not breaking out. That's an option that's dead. So that out-breaking option is dead. He's either hooking up or running in. And then it matters, what's the guy over me doing? Is he playing zone? Is he waiting for me inside? Then I'm going to hook up. Is he playing me man? Is he overplaying me? Okay, now I might break in and get across his face into that open space. Down here, the Panthers are playing 3-over-2 on both sides right here. So they got 3-over-2, 3-over-2, and man coverage on number one to the strong side. Well, this guy's responsibility is to stay inside of whoever becomes number two. So you count him from outside in. So 1, 2. He's got to stay inside of whoever becomes number two. Well, with Adams pushing vertical, the corner's going to have him in man. A lot of teams, when they run choice to a single, will run it from a close split by the receiver for just this reason. He's going to push vertical. Well, this guy knows now if Adams is going vertical and my corner is gone, if that back is free releasing and running a flat route, I probably need to go over the top of it to get to him, because if I come underneath, I might get out leveraged. Right now, he catches, goes right up the sideline, walks in the end zone, easiest touchdown of the guy's life. So you can see Adams hesitates just a little bit. Little hesitation at the line of scrimmage, which he tends to do quite frequently anyways, but it puts just enough indecision in this linebacker's mind. Hey, is this guy free release? I know he's free releasing. Is he going to the flat? Do I need to really get out there? Uh-oh, he's not. Settles his feet. Back had to cut underneath this wide defensive end right here. Settles his feet, but now he's too wide. Back breaks his face. Stafford puts it on him. Checkdowns on this play on the weak side. They've got stick, nod, and the return route. Return route really good as a check down on your choice. Choice right over here. If you don't like it, quarterback can get his eyes back across the field and work a high-low over here. Doesn't matter, back wins, puts it on him, finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Panthers now. Little RPO here in the low red. They've got inside zone packaged with what we would call follow. Follow is a three-man concept. 5 and in on the outside. On the inside teams, you can run a post. Right here, to beat cover zero, you want this flag route. Cover zero, everybody's blitzing. You got 5 guys playing man coverage, and typically those 5 guys in man coverage are in inside leverage. So if they're all playing inside, you'd prefer to throw it to the guy who's running outside. So right here, they get cover zero, exactly what they've planned for. Jalen Coker has the flag route. Quarterback Bryce Young drops back, recognizes the coverage. Great throw, great route, easy touchdown. Now, one thing you'll notice right here, take a look so that you can see it's packaged with a run. You're getting the run blocking up front. He does nearly get hit by this defensive end, and it's not this tackle's fault, right? He doesn't know if it's a run or a pass. He's blocking the run. He has to block the run, and so he gets this guy widened, and he knows on inside zone it's going to hit inside of me. So if I run this guy up the field, we're good, right? There's no chance he can make the play. If you're the quarterback in this situation, you know that you're going to throw the ball. You know that it's no longer an RPO. This is cover zero. I'm throwing this thing. You could haul it to your line, hey, 7-man pro, whatever it is, your tag word would be, hey, let's get out of the run. We're blocking this thing up. Doesn't take long. Let him hear it, and bam, snap that ball and get the ball in the air. That way he's just pass setting this end instead of rushing. That you'll see it 100 times. Some teams will get it changed. Some teams are scared to change it because if they change it, then the defense might start screaming stuff and change out of what they're doing. So just a coaching point, but not a critique, right? Game-winning touchdown here for the Rams in the 2-minute drill. Glance and wheel, concept they love in 2-minute. Glance, third outside step, essentially a slant route. Quick hitting, in-breaking route. Wheel, sell the flat, wheel up, save some space from the sideline for the quarterback to put it in there. They get 3 buzz from the Panthers. Buzz safety dropping in, 3 deep zone defenders, 4 underneath zone defenders. Glance route runner's job is to beat this corner. Third outside step, snap it off, get across his face. Well, once he hits that thing and comes inside, with this safety still high and waiting for him, he must cross this safety's face as well. So a lot of slants you'll see hit at a higher angle. Here with this safety playing low, this thing's got to get fast and flat across his face. If he takes it high, this ball's getting picked off. He's going to end up behind that safety. Ball's intercepted, no problem. Had this guy started as a low defender, then yes, that angle would be a little bit higher. Quarterback would have to navigate the low with the throw. Good job by Nacua here, recognizing, hey, even though this is cover 3, it feels like quarters. It feels like I've got a quarter safety sitting here inside, and I know I have to get across his face. Good job by Stafford saying, hey, same thing. This guy is in the way. If I try to fit this in there, good chance that ball gets popped up in the air, somebody picks it off. Gets through his progression. 1 is the glance, 2 is the flat wheel. The wheel is covered. Here in this single high defense, curl flat defender, he's got to run with the wheel, and he does an awesome job. He's in total control of this route. He's on top of it. He's got it covered up. The ball placement is absolutely exceptional right here. Throws it high and away to his big-bodied tight end. Just nothing this curl flat defender can do to stop this. That's just really, really good offense right there. Great job putting that ball in the spot only his man can catch it, and a great job by his guy. Great ball skills and a great job being really tall.